Look down at that smartphone in your hand for just a second. Or think about the AI that's literally everywhere right now. Have you ever stopped to wonder where all of this actually started? Well, welcome to the Roy Adit channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history behind the tech we rely on every single day. If you love deep dives like this, hit that like button, share this explainer with a friend, and drop a comment below. It really helps the channel grow.
So let's get right into it. Where did your smartphone actually come from? We usually just think about the big companies that make them, or, the latest software updates. But today, we're going to look at this through a creator's lens. We're tracing the incredible path of two absolute geniuses from completely different eras. Two guys who never even met, but whose ideas perfectly connected to build our modern digital world. We're talking about the man who basically invented the concept of the computer, and the man who gave it the imagination to become a part of our everyday lives.
Section 1. The Blueprint. Alan Turing. Okay, to really get what Turing did, we've got to jump back to the darkest days of World War II. The stakes were literally life and death. The German military was using this thing called the Enigma machine. It was a cipher device so wildly complex, it spit out millions of possible combinations every single day. Human brains, no matter how brilliant, just couldn't crunch the numbers fast enough to crack it. But Alan Turing, this genius British mathematician, had a total light bulb moment. He realized that human minds weren't going to cut it. He knew that only a machine could defeat a machine. And that led to the creation of the Bombay. It was one of the world's very first true mechanical computers, and it actually broke the Enigma Code, turning the tide of the entire war and saving millions of lives. He essentially built a machine to outthink the enemy. But the crazy part is, Turing didn't stop at breaking codes. After the war, he asked this incredibly simple yet paradigm-shifting question. Can machines think? Right? Before this, a machine was just a tool for heavy lifting or basic math. But Turing proposed this wild idea of a machine that could actually learn, adapt, and make its own decisions. By doing that, he laid the mathematical foundation for what we call artificial intelligence today. He literally drew up the absolute blueprint for a mechanical brain. Section 2. The Builder. Steve Jobs. Now let's fast forward a bit. Computers definitely became a reality after Turing, but they weren't anything like what you or I use today. They were these massive, super intimidating boxes that only the military and top-tier scientists used. Enter Steve Jobs. He completely flipped this narrative. He famously called the computer a bicycle for the mind. Jobs didn't just want a fancy calculator. He looked at technology like an artist. Think about it. A bicycle takes your natural physical ability and amplifies it, making you way faster and more efficient. Jobs believed computers should do the exact same thing for our brains. He wanted to build an accessible tool to amplify human capability and creativity. Just think about that evolution for a second. We started with those clunky, unapproachable military boxes. Then Jobs rolls out the Macintosh, blending art and innovation with a totally welcoming graphical interface and a mouse. But things really went to the next level with the iPhone. Jobs took the unbelievable power of those massive computers and shrank it down into an intimate device that fits right in your pocket. It completely revolutionized how everyday people live, how we communicate, how we get around, how we capture memories. He made technology a seamless, almost invisible part of our daily lives. Section 3. The Convergence of Art and Science. So why are we talking about both of these guys today? Because the modern AI landscape we're living in right now is a direct marriage of these two incredibly different visions. Alan Turing gave us the mechanical brain. He laid down the cold hard logic, the math, the proof that a machine could process information. But look, a brain in a jar doesn't change the world, right? Steve Jobs gave it the body and soul. He built the physical vessel and the intuitive software that everyday people could actually connect with emotionally. Ultimately, what we're seeing today is that artificial intelligence is the ultimate fusion of art and science. When you open up an AI app that can write poetry or generate breathtaking landscapes or just chat with you like a friend, you are looking at the absolute peak of both men's life's work. It's Turing's dream of a thinking machine wrapped perfectly in Jobs' artistic, human-centered design. This exact fusion of art and science is exactly where the era of AI begins. So next time you pull your smartphone out of your pocket, just remember you're holding a literal piece of history, the perfect blend of complex mathematics and beautiful art. Thank you so much for exploring this with me today on the Roy Adit channel. If you found this as mind-blowing as I did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment telling me who you think the next great tech visionary will be, and I will see you in the next explainer. The blueprint is drawn, the body is built. So what in the world will the machine dream up next? Keep learning and stay curious.